Then Gene Schmidt. I'm a farmer from northwest Indiana, a little town called Hannah. Farm row crops, 1,700 acres. My wife Diane. We have 4 boys that are gainfully employed but help us at their opportunity. And with 12 grandchildren, we're able to retain their support and assistance in the summertime when they're available. Been a district supervisor since the early 80s, probably 80, 81. In our district, we have had the opportunity to share the leadership positions as most organizations and work as a team. So, probably been the chair of the organization a half a dozen or dozen times through the years just because of the rotation process. I think was involved in state leadership in the mid-90s. Went on to become a member of the NACD National Board as a past president from the state of Indiana, and then served on the executive board and had no desire to be a national leader other than representing my state. And we had the misfortune of losing a national leader in a tragic accident, and that person's dedication, as well as some others that were serving at the same time, inspired me to go on and help. Having had the opportunity to serve as a national president in this organization, probably the most humbling part in that journey was the opportunity to travel across the country and truly talk to the experts. The experts are those districts across the country. They live and work in those communities. They have a passion for it. There is such a diversity of the conservation needs across this country. I was there to listen to the experts and carry their message in a unified message across the country. And without that, and we call that the locally led process, and it can only work when the locals can implement it. And that's why districts, we are probably the best untold story in the country. And we have been so blessed to have the individuals that were willing to step up and take the leadership roles in this organization. We want to make sure we can continue that profile going forward. NACD is the culmination of all of that information and guidance from those local experts to try to unify that in a message that we can get the direction and guidance of conservation programs, plans, whatever it might be, into some kind of a rule process, but give it the flexibility that those local folks can implement it across the country. We took on a message some years ago that every acre counts. And it doesn't matter if it's covered through a non-permeable surface or if it's a grassland or woodlands. Every acre in this world has an impact somewhere or another. And without some guidance and direction and support from multiple entities, we cannot impact this world going forward. And conservation is that method. But we probably are the only group that can bring conservation to that leadership style. Pretty soon you have made a difference. And if we can get more people to think about that, you may not think you as an individual can make a difference, but your cooperation and solidification with the group as NACD as a whole can make a tremendous difference. We've probably impacted, and hopefully will continue to impact, more people than we ever realize. And that is humbling for somebody that's been involved in this organization. And if we don't help educate everybody wants to make a difference somehow. And without sharing those opportunities to those that would have a desire, you can't get where you want to be. And if you're worried about 50 years from today, you have to educate. And you educate those so they have the opportunity to make a difference if they so choose. We can be that legacy because we are everywhere. We're totally disseminated across the country and have that opportunity.